Hi, this is a tutorial on the tune Let Her Go by Passenger. So to start out, you want to have your capo on your 7th fret and your guitar in tune. And we're going to start out, because this song starts with fingerstyle, we're going to start out with some basic exercises just to get ready to do this fingerstyle patterns that are in this tune. So what I'd like you to do is first get your right hand in a nice comfortable position with your hand in alignment with your forearm and your wrist not depressed downward, but so that your wrist is at least as high from the top of the guitar as your knuckles. So you have a slight little arc to your wrist, and the thumb resting lightly on the outside of your index finger. So that's kind of like your basic position. It's relaxed. You've got little curves in each joint from the tip of the finger to the knuckle, slight arch to the wrist. You want to watch that your wrist doesn't deviate sideways too much one way or the other. It stays pretty much in line with your forearm. Now you want to take your index finger, place it lightly on the 3rd string, and your middle finger on the 2nd string. And first we're going to practice some thumb strokes. This finger style pattern is based on a very common pattern that you'll find in tons of music. And we basically have a bouncing thumb that bounces back and forth between 2 strings. So we're just going to try that, playing the 5th string and the 4th string. And each time you follow through back to home position with your thumb. Touch the outside of the index finger lightly. So we count that 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If at any time you want to use, if you want to pause the video to practice, go ahead and do that. And when you're comfortable with that, we'll go on to the next technique. So once you're comfortable bouncing the thumb back and forth between string 5 and 4, we're going to add the index and middle finger on beat 2. So at the same time as the thumb strikes the 4th string, you're going to play the index and middle on strings 3 and 2. So you're going to have 3 strings simultaneously. The thumb on the 4th string, the index on the 3rd string, the middle on the 2nd string. Notice that I'm not plucking upward, because that would create a tension right here where I'd have this joint trying to contract, to flex, while this one's trying to extend, and that creates excess tension in the hand. What we want is both joints flexing at the same time. So following through toward your palm, the fingers take an inside track to the thumb so they don't bounce into the thumb. If your thumb's stuck behind your fingers, you're going to bump into it when your fingers try to follow through. So you place your thumb to the outside, fingers go inside, like that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So every time beat 2 comes around, you're going to play the thumb, index, and middle together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now next, on beats 3 and 4, we're going to add index and middle again, but this time instead of at the same time as the thumb stroke, they're going to come in between. So it's going to be like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So on beat 3 I play the thumb on string 5. On the and of 3 I play the index on string 3. On the 4, beat 4, I play the thumb on string 4, and on the and of 4, I play the middle finger on string 2. So it's 3 and 4, and you can just practice that much of it as a loop. 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle. Okay? Instead of calling it index and middle, I'm going to call it I and M for short. So it's going to go thumb, chord, thumb, I, thumb, M, thumb, chord, thumb, I, thumb, M. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Right? Once you're comfortable with that, you might try speeding it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Okay, good. So that's going to be the basis of the fingerstyle pattern for the first chorus, which comes in right after the intro. I started with the chorus instead of the intro because the intro is more complex. But once you learn this chorus pattern, you'll find it easier to learn the intro. Okay, before we finish, there's just one variation to this pattern. So what you need to learn next is to do the same pattern, but instead of having the thumb alternate between string 5 and 4, we're going to alternate it between string 6 and 4. Okay, so now it's going to be 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So the thumb is 5, 4, 5. String 6, 4, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we add the fingers 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Alright, so those are the fingerstyle patterns you'll need to play the first chorus. And in the next short video, we'll be looking at the chords that go along with the first chorus.